That's America's ass. Nerd.
Why, hello guys. So this is the intro to this video. Basically, I took nerd culture, sat them down individually, and I asked them who would be what superhero. And the answers are kind of shocking. And like, I got a lot of in-depth thought of how they think and like how they view each other, and it's just a really cool experience. And I want to show you guys what happened. Okay. Hello, Greg.
Hello.
Hello. Would you like to give a little background information about yourself first?
No,
I mean,
because it's a mystery.
okay.
Yeah.
So what superhero I think Greg would be?
Yeah.
Greg is like hard to figure out
I mean,
Because it's a mystery.
because like
Greg.
I feel like when I was thinking about this, I was trying to think of someone who's like chill under pressure because I feel like Greg is pretty like chill all the time, making like jokes occasionally.
Greg.
it's great because Greg is like there's not a single superhero that's just all around like super chill and like because like Greg's like like every superhero kind of has like a fighter side to him. Greg's just kind of like yeah, stuff happens.
So I feel like he'd be Drax.
If there needs to be a little bit of levity in a situation, Greg is certainly one to bring the levity. So it's a bit of a mixture of both serious and levity. So I'll say Black Panther for Greg.
My superhero for Greg would be Frozone in a heartbeat. Just because I can just see Greg being Frozone and just like having that chill personality, but like when he needs to, he can come in and just kick ass. Because that's just Greg. Greg's a very like fly on the wall and like chill. And I think that's the perfect super hero for him.
You know what? I kind of want to say like Blue Beetle.
Okay.
For Greg. Just because of the fact that Blue Beetle, he's kind of like, yeah, he's got like some pretty awesome powers, but then when you look at him in hindsight, he's kind of like Spider-Man in a way, but not Spider-Man because he's kind of has like the childish innocence to him. And he always tries to look at like the funnier, bright side of the situation, but then when it comes down to it, even though he might not want to, he'll still do what he needs to help out the team and stuff.
Who would I want to be? I guess. Man, I don't even know. I feel like probably Ant-Man.
For Ruth.
Okay, this one I feel a little bit more. I thought a little bit more about this one.
I was actually trying to figure out that before we started the camera, and I couldn't think of anything.
Ruth. Let's see. Ruth would be definitely not that one. I think she would.
Ruth, I feel like would be Starfire.
My superhero for Ruth, Captain America. She has like the heart and the soul and like the kindness of Captain America, and like I want her to be my captain. She's just an incredible personality and like amazing. Yeah, she could definitely lift Thor's hammer.
She's gonna be Squirrel Boy.
The only reason why I say that is because Starfire is like perfectly Ruth because of the fact that it's like she's just like all around like adorable and can kind of be like innocent, like just wants to have fun and just be friends with everybody. But then when people need to rely on her to get something done, just like Starfire, she can do it. So, but like all around her being Starfire because she's just a great like energy to be around, just like Starfire.
Gwen Stacy. Gwen Stacy. I'm gonna go with Gwen Stacy from the Spider-Man universe.
Personality-wise,
Yeah.
Realistically, I think personality-wise, if I'm being honest, I think they probably should pick like Hulk or something. Not because of like him being strong, it's because of the fact that like he's a wise guy and sometimes he's smart enough to kind of figure out the situations, but also when his temper clearly gets a hold of him, it's just like he kind of goes crazy. So it's kind of like his strength and his weakness. Okay. So that's what I honestly think maybe.
Travis.
I know which one he wants, and I don't want to give him that.
I mean,
I had trouble coming up with this one just because I just didn't know what to put because I didn't want to put Batman.
Like I was like, okay, I like couldn't decide, but then when I realized, like, it has to be him.
The other superhero would be Thor. Because I know he wants Batman, but I don't want to give him that.
Okay.
So his secondary superhero will be Thor.
But like he's like built like Thor, and I feel like he sort of has the personality of Thor, where he can get pissed off, and yeah,
He's got the tattoo on his arm to prove it, so I'm gonna go with the Dark Knight. I'm gonna go with Batman.
he plays video games like Thor does in Endgame.
Travis is definitely Star-Lord, because he's just like, you know, always singing all the time and just always making references to everything and having like really funny voices.
Does it have to be an actual superhero, or can it be a made-up one?
No, an actual superhero.
Okay, well then I have to go with Superman.
Figured.
Yeah, Superman is it's kind of my thing. So.
Sorry, let me think. Ryan.
I'm gonna say like, oh boy.
I don't know. I feel like Ryan would be one of the ones who's like mainly a solo superhero, but then like, you know, comes to like back up the team occasionally.
He would be the Flash because he would definitely go back in time and like just to like meet or like see like different movies, and like he'll just destroy the timeline.
I feel like it's dumb and just obvious that I'm gonna pick Superman, but I just feel like that's kind of like more true to like who he is, you know? He's just very like simple person who's like, okay, like we're gonna fight for good and evil, and not too much of like a, I don't know, like complicated like backstory or like motives, you know?
I chose Neor Spider-Man from Into the Spider-Verse because that's Ryan. Like, I can't explain that any better than that is Ryan.
I'm just gonna go ahead and say like Brainiac or something. So we're going supervillain at that point because like basically Ryan's like blessing and his curse is the fact that like he just like knows everything, and that's like his that's his power. He just kind of goes on these intellectual tangents and stuff. So I'm just gonna say Brainiac.
And for me, I kind of hope people choose Spider-Man. Just because, like, I'm very clumsy, very all over the place, but I'm pretty smart. So, yeah. I hope.
No, let's see. Caroline would be.
Good. Okay, so,
Yeah, I don't know.
for Caroline, I was thinking like a number of things, because she just has like a lot of different aspects to her.
I feel like I could find someone better, but I think I'm gonna go for like based off of the movies, like movie version, like Gamora.
Can be Starfire.
Just because of the fact that like Gamora is like, sorry, you're right. Gamora's hard-headed, but she is ruthless. So like when she's in a bad mood, you do not mess with her. But when she kind of comes around and shows kind of like her lighter personality side, it's quite like enjoyable to be in the company of that person. And so I want to do that because that duality of just being like, if you piss her off, harshness is coming your way and you're gonna regret it. But then also if you're on her good side, like we're all having a good time. So
Something about this just seems right to me. I'm gonna go with Kimberly, the Kimberly Hart, the Pink Ranger from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, specifically the 1993 version, not the rebooted 2017 version, which was great, but I think Caroline more reminds me of the 1993 version. Likes to have fun, you know, goof around, bit of a valley girl. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Kimberly Hart. I'm gonna go with the Pink Ranger.
But I did eventually admit that it would have to be Spider-Man, because I just feel like Spider-Man has like the perfect, just like encompassing of everything, you know, because obviously Peter Parker is like, you know, younger and a bit more like, I guess like childish, but like fun about things, but also like really keen on like, you know, becoming better and improving himself. And I feel like that's very Caroline.
That actually makes a lot of sense. Yeah, Starfire.
Like hardcore, because I see Greg, like we're on a team, like he's fine, like everything.
And he's
like,
jumping over
Look at him, he's the like the plan. Like,
you know what? Given his size,
Yes.
he's the small little